Yep, we're live.
Cool. Excellent. All right, guys. So here we go. We're live streaming again. If you've just joined us or you are planning to join us, we are live streaming the game tonight between TOMF and UB. You have only the two really special commentators tonight, which is obviously myself and Seeker. Hello, Seeker.
Hello.
All good. Guys, so yeah, look, I mean, I don't know, to be honest, I'm not too familiar with the two teams playing tonight. We've never streamed up or TOMF. That is a really interesting name, of course, because this is a public stream and can be watched by children. I can't unfortunately call out what TOMF stands for, but it does sound like a rock hitting a tree, doesn't it?
Yes, it
Like
does.
TOMF.
Please do it again so that
And
anybody who didn't catch that can hear it again.
yeah, what? The sound?
The sound, yes?
TOMF? So that's look, it's a pretty cool name. Unfortunately, I can't because we're a rated channel.
Are we rated?
But
Oh god,
well,
I
let's
should
say
probably
we
watch
are,
my
right?
mouth. um, you know what it actually sounds like? You know in those comic books where the sound is like this big block with the lightning around it, and it's like bam, and it's like whoosh, and it's like tomf. I could,
No,
I
I
could,
don't
I
do it
could
again.
picture. No. Nice try though.
Okay, and it seems like the guys are loading in. Um, I am looking at the stream. I think it's just waiting to be pulled through, but it's not actually loading live.
We've got some viewers on already, so hello to whoever is watching. I can't see it yet, so I'll say hi properly in a little while. But let's see. So everybody looks like they're on the right teams, and everybody's in. Oh, everyone's loading. There we go.
Yep, I see they're attacking already.
Let's have a look here.
Actually, it does seem like the live stream is buffering a little bit or something. It's a little bit
Mm,
behind us.
I can't see it at all. Oh, there we go. Sorry guys, we're just trying to make sure that everything is running right for you. Let's have a look at what's happening over here. It looks like the UB guys are trying to get into Objective Alpha at this point. But there is a huge amount of TOMF guys right there who just got taken out with an incendiary grenade. Well done.
Yeah, I think they are arming A. And there's a couple of guys. There's a couple of guys coming in, so I don't think A is going to remain armed for too long. I think the TOMF guys are going to cut it off,
We have defused objective
and they have disarmed it. So it's quite a good defense, to be honest. There's an interesting thing happening. One of the TOMF guys are sitting sort of right at the back with a mortar.
Let's have a look if we can see that.
You know, just being and he's sort of just mortaring into the objective if it does get armed. Quite smart, actually.
I assumed it would be Frick. Frick over here.
Yes.
Not Frick, but Fruk.
Fruk. So that's quite an interesting
Tactic, yeah. So I
tactic,
know.
and it's quite smart actually, because the guys at the front are marking the enemies as they are running in, and he's just in a position to sort of mortar them from back.
Yeah.
Again, this is a clan game, so I guess there's being fair is not an option, right?
No, and I know you're not allowed to actually put any sort of tripwires or anything on the actual objective. So I suppose this is the
Yeah,
only way that you can really attack the objective without the rules. Well, the only way the rules allow you to really do it, I should say.
yeah.
It's actually a
But
very
look,
good
Yubi is
tactic. I like
pushing.
it.
But I mean, Yubi's pushing quite hard, but there's a couple of TOMF guys on each objective that are protecting it pretty well. Um, so, guys, I don't know if it's a little bit early in the game still. Perhaps we could have some views from the guys who are watching with us. Who do you think is going to take this one? So drop us a message on the live stream.
Yeah, drop us a
We'd
message.
love to
Let's
hear
see
your
who's
opinion.
here. I see Russie is here. Hi, Russie. How you doing? Oh,
So these guys are pushing quite hard, the UB guys. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, and it's the first time you're watching these two teams play, again, I can't unfortunately say what TOMF stands for on the stream, but UB is the Untamed Beasts. The TOMF guys are also, so it's the first time I'm
the other
spectating them,
guys, the
so
other guys. We'll
yes,
just leave them as the other
those
guys.
other mother guys.
Yes. See, that was so diplomatic of you. And then Yaku
I
goes
was
down
trying.
with a rocket gun.
Oh yes, they've of course got a Yaku playing for their team as well, right?
Yes, they do. They do.
So
Oh, they've got a tank
currently,
here.
yeah, I see. So we've got looks like Sean in the tank.
Sean in the
I'm not
tank.
gonna try and read that number. It's a Sean
1996
Sullivan number.
0422. So I'm assuming that he's probably born the 22nd of April 1996. Or he knows somebody very significant who was born on the 22nd of April
Or if that's his
1996.
bank, or if that's his bank balance, he's quite a wealthy
It's
guy.
quite a wealthy bank balance, yes. If it's his ID number, it's a few digits short, so maybe he wasn't born in this country.
And they look like they've just armed A, but there's only 12 tickets
Oh,
left.
he's doing some nice damage in this tank, though. I must be honest.
Yeah. So I see Bernard's also on the stream. How's Bernard?
Hello, Bernard. You said that very English for an Afrikaans person.
Yeah, I've got my good days, eh? But normally I'm quite a Dutchman at heart. Okay, so they've taken A, and there's quite a push on B as well. So there's only 9 tickets left, but I think if they push hard and defend
I think
B
if they
well here, then I
they could
think
do a
UB
very
can probably take. They could probably take this one.
They could. They just need to keep this tank on the objective. Oh, that's. And as I say that, the tank goes down, right?
And of course now in comes TOMF, and I think
Oh,
there we go.
one
With
ticket left.
one ticket remaining. That was really
That
really
is
close.
heartbreaking, actually. Ouch.
That is really really close.
So with that, Tom takes the first round of the first map.
Good.
That was heartbreaking. I was rooting there for UB a little bit there. Oh, there's the best
Look, to be
squad.
honest with you, as I said, well, the UB got their squad, right? But as I said, I mean, I don't really know these guys. I mean, here and there, I've sort of picked up, against maybe one or two UB guys, and obviously I've been hit a couple of times by one or two of the TOMF guys as well. But I mean, I've never really seen them play as a squad. So this is, if you want my prediction, I just don't know. They both seem like good teams. We'll have to see what comes out of it, right? So just looking at the scoreboard, we've obviously got Black in Dragon, 5 kills, 6 deaths, but he was running first for the UB team. and then George ADP, looks like 16 kills, 6 deaths, number one for the TOMF team. Black Ink is their that's the clan boss
He
for
is their
UB,
clan
right?
leader. Yes, he is the clan leader. And then
Okay,
on the Tomf side, I think it is Ballistic,
ballistic. Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, I've run with the UB guys. I've done multiple squads with them. Nice bunch of people. Really great bunch
Hmm.
of guys. I haven't had the opportunity to play with the Tomf guys yet. I've played against them though, and I really don't like seeing their names come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no. I mean, like I said, I've been hit by a couple of these guys, sort of in random pub games, but when they have done damage, they've done a great job at it, right?
Yes. Well, yes, a fairly good job. We'll put it that way. And let's see. We've got some new people that have joined the stream. Khaliso,
Yeah, we
thank you for joining us, and it's a very big pleasure. We enjoy doing the streams for you guys. And Martin, hey, how are you doing?
Martin Kussing. How's it,
Yes.
Martin? And Martin saying he's out of town, so he's probably not close to his PlayStation, so this is his Battlefield fix for the night.
Here we go.
So, I guess
Is
that's
it
good.
nice to get out of East London?
Oh, of
What
course, he's
is
a
the world?
hometown boy, right?
What does the world look like out there?
All right, so now it looks like the TOMF guys are pushing quite hard
Yes.
up on
They
up on
got
A.
they got to those objectives before the UB guys have even spawned in. Am I imagining
That
things? No, I'm not. They actually have
no,
only spawned in now.
no, no.
They've armed both objectives.
I think there might have been a bit of a slow response from the UV side. I don't know if they were perhaps just checking whether everybody is on the right side or what the story was there.
It's a little bit unfortunate.
Yes, I do think that they were waiting because it looks like they do have one random that has joined the server on their side. So I think they might
Oh,
have wanted to just get rid of that random first.
that is possible.
Uh,
That is possible.
and I don't think Tom was actually aware of that. So I think that's a possibility.
Ah, yes, we
But
unfortunately we have to still wait for all these beautiful privileges like renter servers and password protection. What is
yeah, look, I
life?
mean, so I mean, at the moment, it's still very difficult to sort of run these competitive games if there's no RSPs available. Obviously, guys have been promising forever to look at the RSPs, so at some point, I'm sure we will get it. And there's a lot of talk about the next update, and that it's a possibility of the next update. But as we know with these things,
Yeah.
you've got to wait and see, right?
Yes. It's kind of a case of, well, you got to think about it from DICE's point of view as well. They can't really give us hope if they don't know themselves. So I'm just assuming that
Correct.
it's really a case of, well, we're kind of hoping it'll be done by the next update, but we can't promise you anything.
Yeah. So there's quite a bit of a push here from the Tomp guys on the A. Um, it's wrong.
It's a telegraph.
Telegraph. There we go. But they've been pushed back a little bit. They're still around. There's a couple of UB guys coming in to defend it, and they were successful actually
Yes.
at defending that point.
I'm
And they've
busy
got a tank as
following
well.
Nigma over here. He's doing quite well, actually. Which is ironic, because I'm following him.
Yes,
I'm not
because
used to
normally when you
this.
go into first person,
Yes.
it dies.
Except then there's artillery tank. Oh,
So we've got Sean in the tank again. So I reckon Sean is the UB tanker. He's taking a bit of hits from a rocket gun way back on the map. So hopefully he can get back a little bit in repair. Because as long as they have this tank, they've got quite an advantage in this sort of tight space.
The enemy has armed
But the
objective
A
Alpha.
telegraph has just been armed by TOMF.
I would
and
just like
there's
to
a
take this
lot of top
opportunity
players.
to say thank you to Nigma for actually providing some quality gameplay while I was actually spectating him. Because he blew up an artillery truck. And I'm
Okay,
like, this is not normal.
and the guy didn't die.
He did
Well,
not
look,
die.
they've armed both points now.
They have.
So you be in a little bit of trouble because there's quite a number of players on both the A and B telegraph. The tank is getting annoyed at this, so he's moving in. But I mean, I'm not sure what the strategy is there because he won't be able to disarm unless they get out. He's got a couple of players there with him now. But there's some defending going on. They are trying to disarm the B point, but I don't think there's going to be enough time. And now the tank is left there with no one in. That's a bit of a risk as well. But hopefully the UB guys will get back into the tank.
We've got,
as far as I understand,
Frack over here again with his mortar, doing the same thing.
Listen, as far as I understand, Seeker, if you leave your tank and the other team takes it, it's still a legal tank, right?
It's a legal tank. You can take it and you can do what you want with it. It's kind of a case of, well, bad luck. You kind of you left it.
Yes. So the TOMF guys are actually, they have an interesting strategy. I see they do this every time, is they sort of try and take out the majority of the building before they actually even get close to it, which is quite a smart move in, especially this type of game mode in Rush, because it really opens up that telegraph for you to be able to, you know, get guys in from every side. So I see Yoda has joined us as well, acknowledging the bit of bad luck that these guys had on the first defensive spawn, you know, spawning in late.
Yeah, it's like, hello Yoda. Nice to see you joined us. Ooh. I wonder if this is a random, because he's playing with everybody and everyone seems to be happily playing along with him, so...
Well, it could be that he's just... maybe not running the tag.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard over here. Jeez, we've got Josh from TOMF over here at 16-1. I think I'll just stay on him for a little while.
he looks like he doesn't die.
Nope, he's not dying. Oh, and then he died. Look at that. He's going 17 for 1 and then he died. When I spectated him. I apologize for that. I apologize for that. Oh, and he's revived. He's revived. Okay, let's carry on. Let's test this theory. Oh. No, he took out 3 people. We can safely say it's... I'm impressed. Well done, Josh.
Yeah. Look, I mean, obviously TOMF is, I mean, they're pushing quite hard, right, because they've just taken A, and I could see them sort of scrambling across, but there's a couple of guys not too far from B, from the UB side, and I think they're all just going to sort of pack around that building now, and see if they can, you know, sort of try and defend that B point.
They've done a nice job of pushing everyone off. There's only one guy left, and I'm also not going to pronounce that name. Because I don't think it's going to come out right in my... Well, he's down now. So I don't have to pronounce his name, it's okay.
Do you want to give me a number on the scoreboard and I can see if I can do it?
He is number 4 on TOMF.
Number 4 on TOMF. Oh, Twaxuck.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. There's certain things I don't sound well saying in... Well, I don't sound good saying in Afrikaans.
Ah, okay.
This is one
like
of those things.
Twaxuck.
I know that, yes. It's going to sound so Roina coming from you.
Oh, these guys are now arming B as well, so TOMF really pushing hard up them up.
We still have Fruck over there. Fruck. With his mortar.
There we go.
He is a problem for UB, I think, at this stage. And it does seem as though he's got a bit of protection as well. If you actually have a look at those guys around him.
Yeah. Look, there's definitely some guys in the TOMF team that have sort of a structured or set role in their team, which is quite cool to see. Because I spectate a lot of sort of games and teams, and I'm not talking about the guys that are sort of really good and that have been playing together for a long time, but you get teams that they sort of just run in and nobody really has a set role within that team or a set objective of something specific that they should be doing.
There's no plan. It does
seem like both these teams. Well, it seems like both of these teams have sort of a plan, right? I've seen Sean in the tank a couple of times. We've seen Frick with his mortar a couple of times. On the UB side, I've seen a couple of guys who continuously, they sort of try and flank the whole time. So there's definite structure, within both these teams, right?
Alright, so we have a question on the stream here. What is your thoughts on the importance of medics on Rush? I think very important. I mean, you've only got a certain amount of tickets when you're the attacking team.
Yes.
And the ticket count comes from people dying. That's literally what it is. So when you've got people that are actually being revived, you're not losing tickets.
Yes, well, but I think the thing that a lot of medics do wrong on the Rush game mode, and this is just a personal view, is that you get the Rambo medics that sort of play the front line, and when they die, then they're useless, right? Because the function is to really revive and provide health. So especially on Rush, it's the sort of gameplay that the guys have to adopt to be able to be a little bit back from the front line, so they're in a position to revive and provide some meds, right?
Yeah, that's right. Even when you're defending.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because you need bodies on the actual telegraph to be able to stop the incoming people. And if people are just getting shot left, right, and center, and they're dying, they're not there, it's going to be a problem.
And it sort of sounds self-explanatory to think that your medic will be behind the assault guy.
Yeah.
So when the assault guy gets shot, he can revive him. But a lot of medics don't play that way, right? They sort of play in front of the assault guy, and then when they get shot, they really don't perform what they should be doing. But I guess it depends on the clan and the playstyle, right? Some clans will just say, if you take Med as an example, as a clan, their entire clan is medics, right? So that's a different playstyle.
Yeah, completely. And also, you know what I think DICE has done is the medics haven't got as strong weapons anymore. When you were in Battlefield 4, the medics had fairly adequate weapons, and you could go in as a medic and be on the front lines. But now they've given you a different sort of weapon where it's not as easy to be in the front line, and you can't really just run in because it's just not as strong as the other weapons. And I think they've done that for a reason. I think people don't see that, but it's a strategy that they've got. I see there's a message here from Tim, Black Ink Dragon.
Yes.
Randoms in the server after disconnection by myself and another UB guy sitting in a queue of 2. I was looking at the scoreboard now. There are only 11 players on the UB side, and one of them looks like a random.
Yes. I don't know who's queuing in at the moment, and to be honest, I'm not sure if this particular round would actually then count towards the match. I don't think so.
Oh, it's going to be so difficult because you really do have. You've got 2 rounds per map.
Yes.
I think
but it does work on the amount of objectives taken, right?
it does.
So I reckon that it's possibly it will possibly just be discounted on these two particular objectives.
Yeah, Tim, if you are still in the stream, won't you just give us a bit of feedback on that? So, you know, what is going to happen? Are you guys going to take this as a round, or are you going to fight it? You know, it's a good match. We're loving the match in either way, but, you know, it does help to know from your perspective as in terms of the end result, I think.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. But look, the UB guys, whether they have a random in their team and just playing with 11 players, they're still putting up a hell of a fight there.
I'm actually busy spectating Tian from TOMF. He's pretty adequate scout, actually.
That's interesting for me to see if, you know, to have a scout on the attacking team, right?
Yeah, but he is, again, he's a further back from the actual objective. He's not running in with a frigging sniper rifle, and he's just picking people off as he sees them.
Yeah.
Let's see who we haven't spectated yet. I think we have spectated the kiddies, but I don't think for very long.
So the TOMF guys are pushing hard on the B objective, but it's pretty well defended by UB at this point.
Yes, it is.
There's just guys flooding in. Guys, if you've just joined us on the stream, thank you very much for joining. While you're here, please hit a like and subscribe to the channel. We are streaming the game between UB and TOMF. At the moment, it went, the first round went to TOMF. And we are looking at objective Butter at the moment, or being defended by UB actually quite well. There's only 3 tickets left. So I think this round might actually go to UB. And considering that they were 11 and 1 random, that's actually quite good.
Yeah, very, very well done. Very good defense inside the blimp there.
So look, to be honest with you, I mean, considering the fact that they were 11 with a random and they still took the round, I'm not sure whether Tim will actually dispute that, or whether they will just take that as a round game. And let's just have a look at who's been named the best squad.
TOMF, Pondo, Josh. Who was the other ones there? Tian and Kutsa. Nicely done, guys.
Who's that third guy on the German side? I was gonna try and get you to say Twaxak.
Nice try, nice try. I'll give you 10 points there for effort.
Well, you know, we try. Alright, so we've got a couple of guys on the live stream. I see French was just commented, you know, well done to Pondo as well. So I assume that he's either a friend or somebody he knows. Or he's just congratulating the guy at the top of the team. That's also possible.
20
Pondo,
for
of course,
14.
went 20 for 14, which is not a bad score.
It's not a bad
very
score. I'm loving here Josh on the TOMF team, 45 for 11, Enigma 29 for 9 on the UB side.
Yeah, that's good. Those are good scores. Very good.
Very good scores. One day when I'm big.
So I guess what we'll do is we'll probably get some feedback from Tim as to what they are going to do to that round specifically. You know, whether they are going to keep it or disregard it.
He has said to me that TOMF wins. It looks like they're going to carry on playing though, so I'm not 100% sure.
And Franch was just confirmed for us that he is actually a TOMF player. So he's watching the teammates on the stream. Well done. Thanks for supporting both us and your team.
Okay, well we'll carry on and we'll stream this last map. Since you guys are, I feel a bit bad for them. Yeah, you wait so long to get in and then you get disconnected and you can't get back in again.
Yeah, no, it's not great. So we've got the UB guys now pushing on B, and it looks like they're going to arm that quite quickly. They've made a massive push onto that point. And we've got Frick with his mortar, and he's really doing a lot of damage with that strategy.
Yeah.
Not only destroying the building around that point, but also he's picking up quite a number of kills as well. But I do think there's enough UB players to make sure that it doesn't get disarmed, or maybe not. There we go. It did actually get disarmed. I think they were just on the wrong side of the wall, to be honest,
they're on the wrong side of the wall.
There, and they are gonna actually arm it. Oh, as I was saying, that Frick picked up that mortar kill again.
That damn mortar kill.
But they are pushing quite hard on this objective, and they will arm it again.
Would you like to do the Afrikaans commentary thing over here?
On which?
On the live chat. You can respond.
Oh. Van Henlu.
Hallo Henlu.
Die game is al 'n rukkie aan. Ons is al in die derde match. So hier is die laaste ene, tensy daar 'n verandering is van die tweede match. So there we go, we did a bit of Afrikaans commenting for our Afrikaans folks out there.
Oh my word, and our channel rating just went up.
It did?
No, I'm joking. Now, for that Afrikaans commentary, everyone who is watching and has not subscribed to the channel, please. Langneck Prof.
Yeah,
I hated seeing your name last night so much. So much, Hanlu. Sorry. Little bit of venting there.
You got killed by Hanlu?
Yes, so many times.
And it looks like UBF just armed objective A as well. They're really pushing hard in this last game.
So Hanlu is from Med, if I remember correctly. Am I remembering correctly?
Well, his gamer tag is Lanken Prof or something like that, right?
Langneck Prof. Yeah.
Oh, Langneck Prof. Wait a second, we spectated Langneck Prof in a game last week, I'm sure.
Yes, it was Med.
It was Med, right? Yes.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I remember. Unfortunately, the kill by screen, I think.
Oh, of course, the kill cam.
Mm.
I will. Yeah, I only remember the kill cam from guys who kill me. That doesn't happen, though.
Right, it doesn't happen. Yes, I forget these things.
So UB have taken the first 2 points, so they're now pushing up. By default, it'll be on B because that's the closest point to them. Those artillery strikes can really do a lot of damage if you bunch up running into these points.
Yes, I think that's what they're counting on.
So Yoda's actually raising an interesting point on the stream. He's saying that he thinks we're accurate around our descriptions of the medics, but he does think that the guys who are pausing before they are doing revives is actually making the ticket count increase. And to a certain extent, I have to agree with him as well. I mean, if you have a couple of medics that wants to make sure that it's safe before they go and revive, and they take their sweet time in doing it, then obviously there will be tickets lost in the meantime, right?
There will be, but you are potentially also saving tickets, because if you can think about the time that it takes a person to actually how do I say to actually respawn and get back into the game, and then also go from wherever somebody else is. I mean, if you've got somebody who's in a good position and is like in the front lines, you go revive them. It's possible that they're going to get killed again, which
yes,
unfortunately that's just par for the course. But there's also a possibility that if you revive them, they know exactly where that person is that shot them.
Yeah, I mean, half the time that's the big upside of being revived, right? Especially if the player who got you is still alive.
Yes. And hiding.
So, yes. So we've got to be pushing in hard here on the.
Here's a player that I'd like to know the story of his gamer tag. Come on, my baby. Like, was his girlfriend maybe just really pressuring him to choose a name?
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, how many girlfriends will pressure you into naming your game tag after them?
Women don't pressure men.
Girlfriends do.
Women don't pressure men. What are you talking about?
Well, I wouldn't know. I mean, but if your perspective is probably more important, do women do that?
Women don't pressure men. No, it's doing things. No, never. Never. I have yet to meet a female who pressures a male into anything.
That doesn't sound confident at all. Just on the side note. And we've got also males on the stream that are agreeing with me. Thank you very much.
I'm sure. I'm feeling a little bit outnumbered here.
So TOMF is doing a really good job at defending this Bravo point. Now, in the defense of UB, I mean, the point is situated in a way that unless you're flanking the other team, you can't really get to Alpha in a very easy way, right? So you've pretty much got to go with B.
You've got to go.
Of course, that's being protected, right, quite heavily by TOMF. And they've got a couple of snipers at the back, and they've got.
I'm not pronouncing that name.
Bravo is being armed by UB. Which name are we struggling to pronounce?
We're not struggling, we're refusing. Number 4 on UB's team.
Number 4 on UB's team. Maybe I should do that in Afrikaans accent, because that's the only way that'll work. And that is Malcolm. Some of these guys have really interesting names, man.
I know, they make streaming so hard.
And Bravo has just been armed by UB, so they did get it, and they are now pushing towards Alpha, and they've got about 40 tickets left. So I think it's still doable.
Yes, Yoda, of course it's from a song. It's definitely from a song.
Well, it's not from any song I know.
No, I don't know the song either. I mean, probably do know it, but...
You know what I like seeing in these rush games, though, is that the guys are actually using the artillery strikes, because many times in pub games you find that it's, I don't know if it's because it's a pub game or because people aren't concentrating on it or what's the story, but you find that you get to a station and the artillery hasn't been activated, right, and it's just sitting there.
Oh, I go straight for it.
Yeah, so do I.
It's awesome.
I'm a bit of a artillery egg when it comes to that.
A camper? Did I hear you say camper?
No, there's a difference.
Oh,
there's
sorry.
A big difference between that. I just remain close to the station for in case anybody forgets to use the artillery, then I'll take the opportunity, right?
Of course. Camper. Sorry, I saw my throat there for a second.
No, I heard. You okay?
I'm fine. I'm good now. Thanks for the concern.
So the UB guys are on 26 tickets. They are pushing on A, but it's pretty well defended by the TOMF guys. There's some skirmishes happening inside the buildings, where A is located. But I think there's enough defenders on the TOMF side to sort of drain out that 20 tickets. If I just have a look at the numbers that are on the A objective. See whether they can last there.
Now, this is no fun, spectating when there's smoke everywhere.
It's quite difficult actually to see what's going on. I do see that there's still a lot of defense on the Alpha point. There are some UB guys trying to push in. I'm I'm not sure whether they've got enough tickets to launch an assault now. Let's see. And
Ooh, a
that's an
crossbow
interesting
launcher.
name.
What's that?
So there's a guy in the UB side called Chronals, and I think I've been shot by him a couple of times as well. And he's actually leading the scoreboard for the UB side with 10 and 8.
Knorrels.
And then
That's cute.
Yes, and then we've got Josh XP98, and he's on 26 and 10. So he's also getting some good kills there. And almost UBF armed the A objective. They just started and then got taken out. They might actually still have an opportunity to arm it, and no, they got taken out as well.
Oh.
So I do think that TOMF is going to take this one. There's 3 tickets left.
Hold on a second. One of the randoms in the UB team has actually got a mortar out. So somebody learned. Unfortunately,
Yes.
it was a random.
But UB is right here at the point, and if they can arm this, they have 2 tickets. This is so close between these 2 teams, right? I mean, we had an instance tonight where the game was won with 1 ticket. Now there's 4 tickets with the point being armed.
1 ticket. 1 ticket.
There's 1 ticket there. They are gaining tickets back as the point is being armed. They have a lot of guys around this point, UB.
Oof.
This
is once again going to be incredibly heartbreaking.
So if TOMF can deactivate this, they will actually take the round. If they can't deactivate it, then UB will take the round.
Oh my goodness.
I think they might be able to deactivate it. This is so close between these 2 teams, right?
We have taken both objectives.
And they didn't manage to deactivate it. So that round actually went to UB.
That
Well
is
done,
actually
UB, on that.
fantastic. Well done, guys.
That was really, really good play. The TOMF guy made a hell of an effort there at the end. It is such a close game at this point. These 2 teams are really well matched in this game, to be honest.
I was actually spectating someone who died right at the end. And I was like, I didn't even want to touch my controller because I could at least see what was happening.
And we have Hog Rider who just joined us that says hi.
But do you really ride a hog? This is what I want to know. This is my deep burning need to know right now.
Well, you've got this thing about bikes, right? So
Yes, I do. I have this thing about bikes.
So let's see what's happening here. There's nobody actually looking after A, and because of it, it's just been armed by one of the I think it's a UB guy. He's not wearing a UB tag. It's actually a guy called Eben. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which doesn't seem creative, but he's just armed that alpha point. I don't think Eben was in a mood to think about his gamer tag when he did that.
No, no. It's almost like making your full name your actual gamer tag, right?
Stop that! Don't talk. I had no choice. That was PlayStation.
Yes. Yes.
And they've actually taken A. But a lot of the TOMF players were focusing on protecting the Bravo point, and still are. There's a couple of guys hanging back. Again, I mean, I like sort of watching these games where the guys, know what their role is, that they're not supposed to be at the front, that they're hanging back, protecting a point. It just shows that the team has, a strategy around how they play. And I always like seeing, what the different sort of strategies are.
So when you face them, you can be like, I know how they play. I mean, what? We don't do that. We don't do that.
No.
Never.
Plus, it's different when they're in pub games, right? You know, then they sort of, you know, most people play for themselves. Whereas, you know, I mean, you know the story of these clan games. Sometimes you'll go negative on your KD, but you
Yeah.
will still be the, you know, very good team player, right? So if you're performing your function, so
This is right. And that's where a lot of guys need to actually suck up the ego a little bit as well. Because you may be an incredible player in a pub, but if you're going to play as part of a clan, you have to learn to take orders, you have to learn to do your role, and you have to put your ego aside. And
Yes,
that's where
agreed.
teams, which on paper look like incredible teams, and they look like they've got incredible players, and their scoreboards look amazing when they post them up on Facebook, but they
Yeah.
suck in clan matches because everyone's egos get in the way.
Yes, agreed. So UBF just armed B. They've got significant tickets left. So I do think that this is going to be a hard one for TOMF to defend. But I think TOMF have a tank now, and if they can keep the tank here, then that will obviously change the. There we go. They've just disarmed the Bravo point. Although this tank is in a very difficult spot because he doesn't have a lot of room to maneuver. And he can easily get taken out, especially where he is now.
Hold on, is that a random with a sentry kit on? Unfortunately, you know, the guys are not going to have any control over that. I mean, I'm sure they would rather just have their own players in the team rather than have a random running around with a sentry kit on.
Yeah.
Oh, at least you can see Tim has gotten back in here. That's good. Spectate him for a bit.
Seeker, don't you want to just pull up the scoreboard for us?
There we go. Scoreboard. Although the scoreboard doesn't show the score.
No, I just I want to just see the player scores as well.
Josh is
But I
doing
think
incredibly there with 40 kills and 15 deaths. Oh. Wait, I'm on a random. My bad.
This tank is actually doing quite a good job at keeping the UB players back. But I mean, he's getting smashed a little bit by the rocket guns. But he'll have some time to repair and get back to the point. The thing is that with this particular point, for the UB guys, you know, spawning back in or respawning, it's quite a long run up to the B point, right? And there's not a lot of place to hide as well.
There is not.
You're running up a hill, and there's a couple of rocks around here and there, but I mean, there's not a lot, right? That's quite a difficult point to attack.
Yeah. This is not an easy one, and especially with the tank.
Yeah. If the tank sits on high ground as well, I mean, and you coming up that hill, it's very difficult to.
Well, I think that's
you know,
exactly what
unless
Joshy's plan is. He's getting himself on that high ground.
Well, look, unless you've got a whole team of rocket guns, like they're doing sort of now,
Oh, look at that. The tank is on
trying to take
fire.
out the tank.
And there we go. He's down.
Look, they've got
Nice
20
work.
tickets, right? So, I mean, there's enough tickets for a push on this point.
Have you seen how many TOMF players there are on that point?
Yeah, but I mean, 20 tickets is a lot,
Eesh.
right? They can still do something with that. So let's see if the UB players are gonna make that push.
Oh my goodness, there could be so many grenade kills down there. This is what I'm seeing. Grenade spam.
And Tim actually has a tank now, like in Dragon.
Uh-oh.
So he's coming up from behind.
Oh,
so
all
if they
those-
had more tickets, then that would have been a real danger. But I'm not sure of the amount of tickets being so low, whether that tank will even get there in
Oh,
time.
there it's coming. Let's see how long it takes. Let's follow him. Don't let us down, Tim. We're spectating you.
Again, this is going to be very, very close. I mean, we're on 5 tickets. We've got 1 point. I'm actually really enjoying this match. to be honest.
This is actually a great match.
It's quite close. There's good players on both sides. Both teams have a strategy. It's really enjoyable. There we go. And that one has gone to TOMF.
It has gone to TOMF, and it's going to be interesting to see how UB defends their flags.
Yep.
Very nice, very nice.
So look, I mean, I guess we won't have an outcome, you know, sort of straight away at the moment, whether they are going to accept that sort of second set of points being taken with the random in there.
Yeah.
You know, from Tim yet. I guess we'll only find out probably either, you know, later or tomorrow. But at the moment, the match is going Tom's way.
And now all of a sudden it's an unranked match?
Yes, for some other odd reason. It is saying
that
it's
is
unranked.
Odd.
Well, unless a couple of the guys have dropped out and you know there are a bunch of randoms that have loaded in, then it could change that to unranked, right?
No, usually the unranked status only pops up if it's a rented server.
Well, that's interesting.
And
it does say private match. Unranked game private match. That's new. Have we checked the server statuses tonight yet?
Not tonight.
Because there was that little update that happened, right?
Yeah, that little update was a very small update. I think all it did was it changed the load in, because as you loaded in, it came up with a what did it say? I have it here somewhere. Hold on a second.
Sorry, just while you're thinking about that, I just want to answer Hog Rider's question. So, Hog, we know the points are from the MCOMs being destroyed, but in the second game that was played, there was a random that destroyed one of the points. So right now we can't confirm the score because we don't know whether the two teams will agree to null and void that point or not.
Yes,
if they do, then obviously the score will be different. So we will check with both the clan leads after the game and just confirm the final score, and we'll probably post it in a link or as part of the description of this video, either later tonight or tomorrow morning.
So the load-in screen tonight was Revolution is coming. Be prepared. So it doesn't say what Revolution is. I've heard no rumors about what Revolution is, and I'm sure that Twitter and Facebook are going to start going crazy tonight. But basically it says there's never been a better time to be playing Battlefield 1. As we march towards a revolution for the game, we want you to be prepared. Stay tuned for news of more content and other exciting reveals in the near future. Revolution is coming.
Well, that's an interesting statement.
It is. It's an exciting statement.
It is. Just before I comment on that, it seems like TOMF has armed B and taken it, and they've just armed A as well.
Yeah.
So they are really moving fast in attacking both these points. And there's really not a lot of UB players around to defend. So, I mean, I must be honest, it does look like UB is a better attacking than defending team just from these first 2 points.
Yes.
But look, I mean, that's a very exciting comment. Again, I'm not sure what it means. You know, we haven't seen anything sort of on social media unfold, but I mean, we have been streaming, so I haven't really had an opportunity to look. So I guess we're gonna see what the comments are all about.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't even a Yibin a random?
Yes, Yibin was a random.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, look, so between the two clan leaders, they will come up with a fair view after watching the stream back as well, around how many points will be allocated based on the rules. it is difficult without RSP. You know, trying to keep randoms out, and I don't think it's also fair if there's one random in a team to sort of discount the entire game. You know, maybe that's not a fair comment to make either. I don't know. There will be guys that will say, you know, it's got to be 100% fair for it to be counted.
Yeah.
But you know, again, without RSP servers, it's so difficult to make sure that there's no randoms in a game, right?
Yes, that's gonna be the bane of everyone's existence until that happens.
Yeah. So guys, if you've just joined us, we are streaming the game between Yubi and TOMF. If you're looking or if you're watching this channel and you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you like what you're seeing, give us a shout out on the stream live, and give us a thumbs up there as well. We do really enjoy streaming and you know, bringing the matches to the community, and we of course, as always, enjoy your support for watching us.
Woo! That was my enthusiasm right there. Woohoo! Oh, it looks like they're going to take the objective at Bravo. Butter?
Yeah.
Butter.
And see, correct me if I'm wrong, Barry, but this is the third map, right? We're on the third map now?
Yes, we are on the third map. TOMF takes the very first MCOM of this sector, and they have already started to arm the second one. I think Yubi got a bit distracted with the first one and let them flank.
Yes.
There is nobody.
I mean, from what I can see from TOMF is that, you know, these guys are really strong at attacking.
Yes.
I mean, obviously they're not bad at defending. You know, they took the previous round, but I mean, they are really just, you know, pushing up on the objectives, and when it comes to attacking, they're very quick.
It is more fun to attack on rush, though, I'll be honest.
Yes, I agree. I don't like the defending thing.
I hate the defending part. It's so boring.
Well, I mean, I'm not, I don't think I've got the patience. I think that's my problem.
Yeah, I want to rush and do. That's my problem.
So TOMF have taken that point and they are now pushing up on the next two objectives. This is of course where in the previous game Yubi got halted at these 2 points. And again, I see TOMF with the strategy of breaking down the building before they even sort of rush into it. And I'm partly wondering whether that helps them with the speed at which they manage to actually activate these telegraphs.
Yes, yeah. Flat out, I think that you hit the nail on the head there. There's no way for their guys to hide. They can rush the objectives, really. Hog, just to answer your question there quickly, we're spectating the third map, and I think they're playing the third map because of the randoms in the second map. Not that we don't have randoms now, we actually have one that's just joined. But we're not sure if the second map actually counts at this stage. So we're carrying on with the third map in the hopes that, you know, in case the second map has been you know, put aside because of all the randoms, because you said that they did arm an objective, is that right?
Yes. One of the objectives were armed by a random in the second map.
Okay, so I mean, I can't say what they're going to decide. We can't, you know, make that decision for them. We're just here so that you can see what's happening.
Oh, you make that sound like such a not an interesting thing to do.
Oh no, it's so interesting. I love my job, my hobby,
Your hobby job.
My hobby job.
That's what I call it. My hobby job, which takes up half of my real job's time.
Only half?
Yes, only half.
Only half? Okay.
Just kidding. If my boss is listening, on the internet about Battlefield at all.
Nothing during the day, except on your lunch break, right?
Yes, yes, of course. My bosses might actually be listening, to be honest. And TOMF have just armed objective A.
So if anyone has a new job for Yaku,
Yeah, please send me a link.
yes.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the TOMF guys in terms of their speed on how quickly they push up on our objective.
Yeah.
And I mean, the UB guys are giving them flat out difficulty in actually getting these points, right? I mean, they're really doing a good job at holding them off. But I mean, you've got to give the TOMF guys credit at, you know, just for the speed at which they move, you know. And it's very organized. I mean, you can see the TOMF guys attacking, and then there's some TOMF guys just hanging back, sort of with their sniper rifles. And you've got a guy on the mortar as well, you know, just leaning in, and they've actually taken both these points. So they are pushing to the next sector.
And no, Kasang, the breaking the buildings do not kill anybody. It's debris.
Yes, I've been killed by Debris many times.
Yes.
Don't like that individual. Never wears a gaming tag, by the way.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't belong to
always go by
any.
the
He
name.
doesn't belong to any clan. I think he's a mercenary. You just have to kill
Yeah,
everyone.
Just goes by the name of Debris, but very, very good.
And everyone knows him. Everyone knows this individual. I don't think anyone has killed this individual.
No,
He's a living legend.
I've gone hunting for Debris many times.
You know, it would actually be really great if someone actually started playing as Debris.
And we just had a player flying from the A point, hit by that rocket gun. And same strategy, right? I mean, they've just opened up the building at A.
Yeah, I was
that
about to
is
say.
That is just way open, but there's a tank on its way, so that might be a
Let's watch
very
that.
interesting strategy. But I think the tank's pretty far
Yeah,
away.
it's a little bit far, and they've just captain run, so they don't really need to be there while it's going.
Yes, but there are some UB guys running in. It's a little bit open at this point, so it's very difficult for the UB guys to now disarm that point, because there's absolutely no cover at that point at all, right?
No.
And I think that it's actually going to go. I don't think there'll be enough time to disarm it.
Nobody's even trying to, though. They're not running to... Oh, no, that's too late. Sorry.
No, it's gone. And B has been armed as well.
Accident. No, I don't think I've ever been killed by accident. Does that happen? Do people get killed by accident?
I don't know.
Oh, that
I've
was
never been killed
beautiful.
by an accident.
Accident?
Is accident not when you forget to open your chute or something? When you jump out of a...
Yes, when you blow
Out of
yourself
a-
up with something or you fall. and you-
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
No, I've not been killed by accident.
No, never. Ever, ever, ever. I don't do silly things like that.
And they have
Actually, I'm like
taken,
at least once a map.
They've taken the other point now as well, so they are being pushed back to the last sector.
Apparently, the decision has been made that TOMF has won. I think the guys are just finishing out the map.
Okay. So guys, from our perspective, then I mean, we'll obviously keep streaming until the end of this match, which is pretty much the last sector
Yes.
before we sign off for tonight. But officially, the decision has been made that TOMF won the match. We'll post the official score tomorrow as part of the notes of this stream. So do check back with this if you want the official score. Congratulations to TOMF. I do think UB has put up a hell of a game.
Yes.
You know, both these teams are very well matched. Both of them had some good strategies, some good players, but well done, TOMF.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think that UB's got anything to be ashamed of in losing this game because it was a really tough fight.
And it was really close, right? I mean,
Yeah.
on more than one objective, we were down to sort of the objective being armed with 3 tickets or less.
Yes.
So it was really nice to watch. I really enjoyed this game. They are at the final objective. We'll keep streaming. We'll see how long UB can defend this point and if they can run down the tickets. It'll be interesting to see. These are both two difficult points to get because the one is heavily defended by the walls and the other one is obviously inside the building. So
See how much of the castle we can take down with mortars.
Yeah, but Bravo has just been armed by the TOMF guys.
Going there now.
So they snuck in from the back. Guys, from our side, this will be the end of the stream after these points have been either taken or defended. Thank you very much for joining us again. If you have not subscribed to the BattleBros channel, please do so right now. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell if you want to be notified of any future streams. You'll get notified automatically. Hit a like button in case you don't know about the competition. If you subscribe between, well, now and the 1st of November, you do stand a chance of winning either an Xbox One or a PS4. So you'll be automatically entered into the draw if you subscribe. So if you want to be part of that, you know, do your thing, subscribe, give us a like, and send us a comment.
Like us. We don't get fed if you don't like the channel or the stream, you know. We get shouted at and told to be better, so please like it.
Yes, unfortunately our fearless leader is a little bit indispensable at the moment. He's not feeling too well. We hope he feels better very soon, so good luck with that as well, Scully, if you are watching the stream.
And please don't shout at us. I mean, he would never do that. He would never actually shout.
No, not at all.
No, never. Why aren't you better?
So the UB guys are holding this A point, you know, fighting it to the end. We've got a little bit of a sneaky TOMF player coming from the back who is actually going to arm this objective. And that player
no one even sees him. Pondo.
It's Pondo again. We did see Pondo.
Oh.
At the top of the scoreboard in the first game.
Yes.
So he's just armed that, and now there's not any UB players around really to disarm this objective.
Come On is actually doing the same maneuver, coming up behind them. Same with Sabbath Danger.
There's a couple of UB players coming in, so there's still an opportunity to disarm.
Will they? I don't think they're gonna get there, and some shot off, unfortunately, right there.
There we go. So, guys, that was the stream. Well done to the TOMF team who have taken the game tonight. Thanks for joining us on the stream. We will be signing off again. Yes. You know, hit the like, subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you on our next stream.
Yes, we do. And thank you for joining me as well. I know you had work to do, but you managed to make time to join the stream, so we appreciate that. Are you there? Did you mute yourself?
Oh, are you talking to me? I thought
yes,
you were
I was talking to you.
Yeah, I still have work to do. I'm actually, after this stream, I still have probably a couple of you know, hours of work to do, but we'll get to that. We did the more important things first.
Yes, see people, this is dedication, right?
Yeah, dedication, right?
Yes.
And then I'm going to do some work and then eventually go to bed.
Nice.
So there we go.
Nice stats there from Joshy. 39 for 1.
That is very, very...
That is incredible.
Very good.
And well done to the person who managed to kill him.
Yes.
I don't know who that was, but well done, honestly.
And then we've got Sabbath Danger with 16 and 17 on the other side as well.
Very nice, very nice.
Good.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining us.
Ticket, it was a pleasure having you again. Thanks for commentating with me.
Always.
Have a good evening.
Cheers, Bye, guys.